Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a really good week. We are here live. It is Friday. It's the day before Halloween. Spooky, spooky. I'm so happy to be here. Y'all, I feel like you're not getting like the full effect of how textured and chunky this like little sweater is. So cute. Gotta adjust some things. But then you can't see my bun. I mean, I guess you don't need to see it. I just feel like the height helps. I'm realizing I forgot my earrings. I had to go out this morning, so I put on the mask. I was like, I'm not going to mask and earrings, like, and now they're just not on. Well, just pretend there's some taking up of visual space here. We talked about visual space last time. If you haven't checked out that live, I very, very much recommend that you do so. All right, I am looking at my phone if you're curious, just because I want to get in and be able to see comments and who's here. So I am going to get on in over there. How are y'all? Tell me how you are. Tell me what's going on. Tell me if you're doing anything for Halloween. Halloween is actually one of my 3 least favorite holidays of the year. Yes, I am that person. I am a Grinch for Halloween. Dislike. I'm a disliker. What don't I enjoy? Let me tell you all about it. I I don't know. I just feel like just be yourself. Like, don't we have enough things in the world where like we feel like we have to be other people? I don't know. I don't find it fun. Even as a child, I was like, I'm here for the Snickers, fun size, great, not the minis, the fun size. Um, that's what I'm here for. And if I need to dress up to do that, I can. Oh, wait, hold on. Now Brandeis is in 2 places. So that's what's going on. I hope you guys are good. What else is happening? I am in the middle of a home buying process. So I'm a first time home buyer. I like saying that. I feel like at this stage, not a lot of things I'm doing for the first time. So I'm a first time home buyer. I'm just going to keep saying it. I think it's fun. And the process hasn't been too bad. I mean, like, it's horrible, right? Because apparently that's what this is. But, we're moving. Um, I feel like I have these little. What are those? Okay, I'm just gonna calm down. You guys, today I'm having like second thoughts. We are like we're after the inspection process, heading to closing, and I'm like, I don't know. How do you guys make big decisions when you have giant life decisions? Like, do you make a chart? You talk it out with people? Um, I went for the home walkthrough today. It's new construction, so I went through with the builder. We put tape everywhere because that's what you do. And I was like, "So you're going to buy a home?" So like I don't know if it's like the actual process of just like the buying, like the commitment. I think I'm feeling commitment phobic versus like the actual house. Because like I like the neighborhood a lot. I like the neighbors a lot. I've met a lot of the neighbors, good people. Um, The living room is small to me, although it's all relative, right? Because it's like Texas size small. I sent like a little video of the living area, like it's open concept, like living and dining area, living, dining, kitchen, to one of my good friends in New York. And it was just the down, like it was just like that open space. And she was like, "Girl, it doesn't look small to me." And then she was like, "Also, like, is there a bedroom or like would you sleep on the couch?" She was not kidding. Like those are New York standards of like you have granite. This seems very legitimate. It seems very nice. I don't actually know if you have a bed or not, but that seems to be not the point. Like, I would go for this one. And I was like, right. 14 years in Brooklyn, y'all. Your standards are there. It's different. Can we just say like it's different? And I was like, yes, I do have a bedroom and 2 other bedrooms and like a game room. And she was like, why are we having this conversation then? Like, I don't understand. I guess. It's like, you're right. You're right. It's small ish. It's not actually small. That's what's going on over here. I see someone else said I also hate Halloween. I dress up every dang day of the year. I don't want to wear a costume. See? This is what I'm saying. Life is a costume. I don't know. But I do enjoy people who really get into it. Like, I like the creativity. I'm always going to stand for that. So I like the creativity. I do enjoy parts of it, but like for me, it's a no. I'm a Grinch. I will stay at home. Don't bring your kids. Like, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. So that's what's happening. So that's what we got going on over here. Let me know about your decision making processes. Feel free to weigh in on this house I'm buying, even though you don't know anything about it. Just feel free to tell me things about if I should buy this house. I mean, I feel like I'm getting like 84% of what I want. And I feel like that's not a bad average. Like, it's never going to be perfect, you know? So I think once I get in there and like my stuff is in there, I'll feel better. But like, I went in today and that living room again just felt like, does furniture go in here? No, it's not small. I don't know. I don't know. It's narrow. I figured out I like squares more than rectangles, and it's a rectangle. And for whatever reason, that makes me feel like I don't know how to arrange myself here. Okay, enough about that. We're going to get over it. We are here today for a style Q&A. We haven't done a Q&A in a long time. And also because I'm me, I forgot to ask folks to drop questions in the comments like earlier in the week. So if you have style Q&A questions, please put them in the comments now. Let me know what's on your mind. It could be big, little, small, like it doesn't matter. Just like tell me what's on your mind, things you've always wanted to know about style, about fit, things that you in particular right now are like, what do I even do? I'm here for all of that. Okay, so I have a couple of questions that I have gotten this week, so I will go over those. I was trying to find the rest of them, but apparently I went to my live on Facebook, so then I was in stereo, and like that was scary for everyone. So I just need to find that post. Give me one. Give me a momentito. How else are you people? I miss y'all. I miss you. I do. I know it seems weird because like we just do this, but I still miss you during the week. I think that I need to say that. So one of the first questions I got, hold on, finding my list. It's coming. Ooh, in our Style for Smart Cookies group. If you're not in there, you should get in there. Fua has a question on fragrances. That seems to be very popular. So I'm that person, like I love the thought of a fragrance and I swear they all turn on me. I don't body chemistry, I don't know. They never smell the same. I'm also really non-committal, as we just discussed. I tried to pick out a home fragrance candle last night and I was in the aisle for 20 minutes and my sister was like, we have to go. Like you've smelled them all through the mask, of course, but like you've smelled them. I'm getting a headache. Can we please leave? And I was like, okay. I went with cardamom and vetiver. It seemed nice. There was also neroli that I was excited about because I love citrus, but it started to smell like baby powder, and I was like, I don't think so. Okay. What else have we been talking about? We've been talking about boots. I see Allison has a question about boots. Yes, let's answer that. We've been talking about boots because I put on boots like 2 days ago, and I really haven't had like real shoes on in like months. I mean, pandemic, A, B, summer, right? So like slides. I was just doing like the littlest with my with my footwear style this summer. And then I do have these like fun like slip-on sneakers, but like y'all, I mean, they're basically house shoes. They just look cute, right? I put on boots for the first time in months on Tuesday and like literally was like, did my feet grow a half a size? Like, is that what had happened? They were so, y'all, I was like, ow. They felt so uncomfortable, so pinchy. And then I wore them and I was like, oh no, this is just how shoes feel. They really were truly not uncomfortable. I do not believe in suffering for fashion, but like, but like you have that moment, like your feet have to get used to being like feet in shoes again. Whew, it was a thing. And then today I wore, oh, I should have brought them in. They're like lug sole, chunky. I'm getting into that. Like Docs are back. Not they ever really left, but I got like some big, like thick, like lug sole boots. Should I? I think, you know what? I'm gonna get them. I'll be right back. I love them so. BRB. Aren't they cute? I know they look like they have such a high heel, but they have a giant platform. They have a giant platform, so like it's not, and then it's a big thick. Like I wasn't falling all over the place, but I liked the color, right? And then like I'm digging this. This lug sole thing is everywhere right now, and I was like, let's get in there. I like it. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready for Q&A? Okay, so Allison says, is there such a thing as a stylish boot that will survive an NYC winter and in which my toes will not freeze off? Multifaceted question. I enjoy this. Okay, I like a challenge. Okay, so let's talk waterproofing first. There are like products you can buy. Nikwax, I think, is my preferred brand. I think it's Nikwax. I can look that up. But there's a specific brand, like they make sprays for down jackets. They make sprays for like suede and leather. Like it's pretty like it's good stuff. So I would definitely look into like a spray or something like that to treat your shoes. I would also, specifically for New York, even before you wear the shoes, I would take them to a cobbler and get everything reinforced. Because like that's what ends up happening is like water starts to get in, the toe and like the sole start, like it's a lot of wear and tear. So I would get things reinforced like before you even get into it, could be a way to help. In terms of like, I don't know, like when I lived on the East Coast, there was a certain period of time where I realized I was going to put my snow boots on and never put another pair of shoes on until March. That's how I got through the winter. I just made sure the snow boots were really stylish, but like actual boots just like went away by like November. I'm like, well, it's gross outside. So that's what I do. And I just make sure the snow boots are really fun. I like Khombu, Khombu. I really like their snow boots a lot. There's Sorels and all that, but I have like a slightly wider foot, and I find the Khombu's like I'm easy breezy in there. Like they're just comfortable. They hold up really well. Like multiple winters, which is a thing, especially in New York when you're walking a lot. So I would look into just like a really, really cute all-weather snow boot situation. And then if you're going to an office and like white socks in the 80s, that's what I would do. For the toes freezing off, yes. So what I have done in the past is actually either like double up my Smartwool socks. I like Smartwool for keeping my toes warm. That's what I do. I like to just double up my Smartwool. Your shoes obviously have to be big enough to like do that. Like it's not going to work with like a cute little boot. But again, that's why like if I can feel cold through the pavement, through the sole of a shoe, I don't wear that shoe. I retire that shoe for the winter because like I am a cold person anyway. It's like I just can't deal. It's like Allison, you let me know. You let me know if you feel like you could get down with like just a winter boot that you wear every day. Is that terrible? It's how I got through life for 14 years in New York. That's what happened. So there's that. Okay. We're getting some good feedback on the boots. Shall I show them again? Yes, I shall. I love them. For anyone, they're by Lucky Brand. For anyone who is curious, I'd say they are true to size. Wore them today to my home inspection. Not my inspection. We already had the inspection to my home like walkthrough. It was good times. It was really good times. All right. I feel like I need show notes for these great recs. I know. Should I do like closed caption? I think when you watch the replay, I think it actually does. I mean, who knows what it says I'm saying? But I think it will actually do that. But yeah, show notes would be fun. I mean, you guys can always post and let me know if there's something you thought you missed. I am happy to repeat. Okay, so we've got a few other Q&As. Please keep putting stuff in the chat so I can answer you guys live, which is, as you know, one of my most favorite things to do. Okay, so trying ThredUp. Okay, folks are trying ThredUp. That's fun. I have a credit to ThredUp that I'm probably never going to use. Isn't that sad? I don't know. I get overwhelmed on that site. Okay. Shoes for winter, comfortable shoes for winter. All right. I think that seems to be a theme. Um, so here's the thing about shoes in general, right? You really want to start to think about like comfort. Like you only have the one pair of feet. Just gonna say that. There are, and I think some of this is relative. Like you guys know, I'm usually not into like an age thing, right? Of like what's too old or inappropriate or whatever. I'm just like, do you? But I will say, someone I remember like when I was first started student teaching, I remember I was like teaching. And I was like 22, like y'all. I mean, whatever. I was just like, I'm cute. This is cute. I'm gonna wear these things. I was all dressed up all the time. And the front office admin, she was like, Miss Johnson. I mean, she was also a horrible person, but she would also say my name like Miss Johnson. You and those cute little high heels. Well, let me tell you, you're not always going to be able to wear those. And I was like, why are you, A, why are you around children? B, but she was not wrong. Like, I can still wear the shoes. Thank you very much, Miss Kathleen. Do I want to? No. No, I do not. So if you look in my closet, I used to have heels and all sorts of like fun heels. I would go on like school observations with these y'all, like walking around in the Bronx and just like a 3.5 inch stiletto. Like, sure, it's 25. Who cares? If you look at my closet now, like literally everything has a chunky sole. So if it's a heel, it's like a cone heel, right? So like it starts like whoop and then like comes down, right? So like a little bit more stability, or it's a block heel, or it's like just a big old platform heel. Like, so for me, having more stability on the base of my foot, like that is where the comfort comes from. So that's a thing, whether you're doing summer or winter shoes, it's just really thinking about how the weight of your foot is distributed. The higher the heel, the more your foot pitches forward, which means the more that your toes smush into the front of the shoe, which is uncomfortable. And it also means you have to learn to walk a little bit differently because your whole body weight is actually being pitched forward. So you're probably not like aware of that, right? If you're used to walking in hills, but you really do have to like sit back a little bit. So I am all about like just with that. So pretty much everything I wear now has like a pretty sizable sole situation. Height is different for me, right? Like those boots I just showed. I don't mind a tall, like a high heel when when I feel like my foot is still distributed, with less of a pitch. So in a platform, I don't mind that at all. So for comfortable winter shoes, here's what I'm going to tell you. Start out, like there's so many cute flat styles, right? Hold please. I just have shoes all over this office. You've seen these, right? Like we're in like a 2-inch situation, right? These are flats to me, just so you know. This is my equivalent of flats. But like there's like hardly a sole, right? You get a little bit of elevation, which tends to like, elongate the leg a little bit if that's something you're interested in doing, but like super comfortable, right? So I'd say if you're filtering for shoes, filter for a 1 to 2 inch heel and just cut the rest of the stuff out. If you know that doesn't typically, it's not comfortable for you, just like stop doing it. Just stop looking for it. Stop looking at it. So I'd say use your filters if you're on a site with filters and do a 1 to 2 inch heel. The other thing that you want to take into consideration for comfort is going to be across the top of the foot. So where your foot naturally starts to curve up, that's going to be a point of pain for some of us, depending on where that pitch is. So you want to kind of look for that and just make sure that you feel like there's going to be enough room. The other thing is don't be fooled by how pointy a shoe looks. So like back in the day, like 80s, probably in 2000s too, like a real pointy shoe was horribly uncomfortable because it literally was like your toes had to get it, like in The Witches, they have like the blunt shoes. If you guys seen that movie, read that book, I digress. But like pointy shoes were really, really uncomfortable. Now, what's very interesting is people have really embraced what I call an almond toe. The shape of this looks more like the shape of an almond um, versus a true point. So while this looks like a pointy toe boot, you actually have quite a bit more room across here for your toes to go. So look for almond toes. That's definitely a thing that I recommend people do because you get the style. Most almond toed shoes look a little bit more stylish, look a little bit more modern than like a round toe. But you're not in like a true pointy toe where you're squishing your feet. That said, pointy toes, like I said, are different now. Like I have a pair. If you guys know Mark Fisher, I think it's MARC Fisher. Those boots, they're everywhere. You can find them. But they kind of specialize in this like very, very pointy kind of like downtown look. Um, but they're made in such a way where like your toes are never toward the front. So I have a big foot. I'm a size 10. So like I kind of worry where I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna look like my feet are like just like total like showboats right now. They don't. That's in my head. But the shoes are super pointy, but my toes are not at all uncomfortable. What other questions do you guys have about shoe comfort? Because that's what I tend to look for. Okay. Bridget. Hi, Bridget. Bridget, you are newer here. Hello and welcome. Bridget says, how do I style my muscular arms? I love them, but I never know what cut of tops would work best for me. Good cue. First of all, I love that you love your arms. I think that's amazing. I'm a big fan of like strong bodies. I mean, really all bodies, but like if that's some of us are just like naturally have that kind of musculature, or if you work for it and you're proud of it, go you. So in terms of styling, so I'd say the first thing I would say, not knowing you or seeing you, is how is the musculature of your arms in comparison to your shoulder width? So if your shoulders are a little bit more narrow and you have muscular arms, you're actually going to have a little bit less to kind of like think about when you're styling your shirts. The reason for that being, when you have a lot of breadth in your shoulders, and then we immediately have kind of, let's say, breadth in the arm, all of that can kind of start to look like one unit, if that makes sense. And so then it can be a little bit harder to kind of figure out how to make your arms and your shoulders distinct from one another, right? If your shoulders are a little bit narrower and you're a little bit more compact this way, you don't really have to worry about that as much. So in terms of cuts of tops, two things I would say are going to be the most important. One is going to be sleeve length in general. Do you guys hear that bird? There is a blue jay who really has my number. I've seen him. He's a nuisance. He knows it. That's what I put up with. So sleeve length. This is for everyone, also for you, Bridget. I know this sweater is really dark, so it's probably hard to see. But when you're thinking about where something hits on your arm naturally, all of us, is going to come out on the shoulder. There's going to be a little dip, usually around here. It's going to come back out for your bicep, like the side of your bicep. That might be called something different, but let's go with it. It's going to come back out, and then it's going to come back in closer to your elbow. Sorry, I know. I realize with this sweater, all of that sounds the same, but like we have like an out and in and out and then back in, and then that's my elbow. You always want to have, if you have like a short sleeve, you always want to have that at one of the narrower parts of your arm. Okay. It's a little bit different for everyone, but that's where you want to have that. So if you have very muscular arms, I would not recommend having that kind of sleeve length end, right? Say like, in the middle of your bicep. And if you guys are wondering, I give the same advice to guys. So like if I'm styling a guy and we're doing like a polo shirt or something like that, I want him to have it at the top of the bicep or like an inch lower, or the bottom of the bicep. Cutting right across, it's actually just not super flattering. In terms of other things to consider, V-necks are usually going to be best for you, and then really high neck tops. So not necessarily turtlenecks, but like this, like a mock neck can look good if it's a really smooth kind of like knit or something that lays flat. And you can do racerbacks. I love a racerback to kind of just really show off the definition. I feel like that answer was very long. I apologize, Bridget. The blue jay got to me. I will be more focused in the future. Stiletto heels are for part-time. When I wear them, it's for sitting 5-hour office shift, which isn't happening at all in the moment. I get that. I used to have for my shoes, like they all had expirations. So I had some shoes that were like 8-hour shoes. Some shoes are like 12 hours. You can wear them all day. And then I literally would know in my closet, like these are like 4 to 6 hours. Like if I'm going to be like just like looking cute and sitting somewhere. I can wear them if I'm like up and walking a lot. I cannot. I used to actually have a little system for that, which now, I mean, I'm just in my comfies. Can we also talk about? Okay, I'm in like a fuzzy Chanel sweater, y'all. Y'all. Okay, wait. This is just gonna look like just my crotch or just my stomach, but that's okay. So these pull on. They pull on. They're like joggers. They're so fun. But then look, like they're actually like they're real pants. Like look at me. I'm in a pant. Pants. I'm in pants. That was probably a lot of crotch. Still a lot of crotch, but you know what? We're all family here. So like they just pull on, but they look like real pants. I mean, they're real pants. I mean, I have like a houndstooth print on. Look at me. I really got dressed today and I feel really fabulous about it. So I want that for you too. These are from Target. They have them in gray. I actually have them in like a solid green. They just pull on. They're straight legged. They're not skinny. So I just wanted to share that with you because so fun. I can link that here if y'all want. Other questions. We have time for uno mas. Love the plaid. Thank you. Thank you. I got excited about them. I was like, you know what? I have a whole like pull on like shorts and like jogger situation that I usually wear, zoom on the top, pajamas on the bottom. But then like I am wanting like I want fall fashion, but I also just sit in this chair for 9 hours a day. So the allure of having a pull on pant that is actually not a jogger but looks like pants. I mean, I went to my like home walkthrough this morning, right? And like those boots, it was like a whole outfit. It was a whole moment. I want that for you. I truly do. Okay. So one last question. This is from Carrie. I mean, she had as a statement, but I think it's very helpful. So I'm going to put it as a question. Carrie says, organization. I think I have the right elements, but I still just don't have them visible. So I keep going back to the same 5 things. So I think I'm going to do a live soon about closet organization for fall. Like, how do you transition between seasons? Let me know if you think that would be helpful. So I'd say for organization, the things that you want to wear more of, you actually need to know, you actually need to put it more visibly in front of you, right? So here's what I recommend. If you feel like I just reach for the same stuff all the time, make it less accessible. Like stop putting it right in front of your face, or leave it there. But then also like I do this periodically because it helps me to know what I'm truly going to need to edit out of my closet. If like, girl, you just never wear this, like stop pretending. Why does it just sit here? So if I feel like I'm going to have an emotional attachment to a piece of clothing, not because I wear it, but because I like aspire to wear it, and I feel like I'm going to have a hard time getting rid of it when it comes closet edit time, I will take those pieces and put them top, right? So like if I have like a stack of clothes in a dress or whatever, like they go on the top. If I am looking at my closet and like hanging space, they go in the front. And it's like, listen, if this is right in front of you and you still don't reach for it, that is literally all you need to know about this item of clothing. If it's not that extreme and you feel like, no, like I would wear things, if things are just not organized, I would still say the same thing. Like organize your clothing in such a way that the things that you want to wear more of are more prominent or more visible in the way that you have your clothing set up. I've talked about this before as well. Like I fold all knits because knits can stretch and then they stretch on the hanger. And then you've got like a whole like hanger, like, nipple situation. I know all of you know what that is. So I fold all of my knits. I also fold pants. I don't hang pants unless they're like work pants, right? Like a wool, like J. Crew kind of banana or like a trouser situation. I don't have a lot of those anymore. So pretty much everything like jeans, the pants I'm wearing now, like I will fold. They're a knit, like they're stretchy. To me, like there's no reason to hang them. They're not going to get creases or anything. So I organize my stuff like that where I have like, I actually have sweaters and pants folded in the same armoire. And then I have like my hanging stuff. I'm guilty of like things on the hanger don't get worn, especially now that I don't have like an office job. I mean, I have a desk job, but I'm not wearing like blouses all the time, right? So that's like my organizational thing right now, where I have to find a way for me to like actually put on like the blouse, because I'm not wearing it. It really doesn't need to be here. So that's that. Lisa, hi Lisa. Lisa says, the magic that comes with fashion. It is magical, right? You are giving all the vibes of this article. Love, love, love. Ooh, okay. So Lisa has linked an article for us. Super fun. If y'all don't have the link, I think you could probably just search Vogue Sarah Michelle Gellar. Buffy's in an article. Oh, so exciting. I can't wait to read this. Okay. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing that. I very much appreciate it. So let me know what other questions you guys have. There are a few that we didn't get to today, but I am looking forward to getting to them in the future. And I want to know, like, I want to hear from you guys. Like, what are your biggest style like pain points and frustrations right now? I asked this question earlier this week. Like, if you could wave a magic wand and have a style pain point or challenge disappear, what would it be? So definitely keep talking to me about that. I was published on teachingchannel.com this week, which is really exciting. I wrote up a little blog and they liked it. And so that's fun. So just that's out there if you're a teachingchannel.com person, or if you just want to know what I said about like 3 key ways to look presentable online on camera. It's teachingchannel.com/online presenting. Actually, I will put that, I'll put it here. If you guys haven't taken the quiz, what are you waiting for? teachingchannel.com/blog/online presenting. Do you guys love watching me type? I think that's it. I should probably double check that, but let's pretend it's something like that. You'll find me. So I'm all published-y. So that felt really fun. So check that out. It's all about like ways to look like camera ready, which a lot of us need these days. And then my quiz, if you haven't taken it, I also think that's a lot of fun. Please share the quiz too. If you have taken it, you can just like forward the link. It's just style.brandeisnicole.com/quiz. style.brandeisnicole.com/quiz. That would be a big help. Other than that, what's on the horizon? I am crowdsourcing ideas for this course I keep threatening to do. I really am going to make a course, y'all. I think it's going to be about body type and fit, but I also am trying to figure out, like, is there like a pandemic angle to that? You know, like, is there something where it's like, yeah, sure, body type and fit, but like, ugh. So if you have thoughts on that, I would love to hear them. Drop me a line. All right, y'all, that is what we have for today. I love, love, love this time with you all. Like, you guys, like, I put on makeup for you. I get dressed, and like I thought about my sweater today. I had on a shirt and I was like, oh, it's not like fun enough for my group. Like, I want to be fun. And I mean that in the sense of like it actually like makes my week to be able to be someone who might have an influence on yours. I think that's like a really true privilege. And so I get pretty excited about it. So good to see you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be around. So drop me comments, send me DMs, let me know what you need, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye. Have a good weekend too. Happy Halloween if you Halloween. Okay. Oh wait, I had one more comment. Yes, body type and fit. When bodies are fluctuating a lot during the pandemic. So good. Okay, chat those in. I'm just going to stick around for a second. Just keep chatting them in. Chat them in. All right, y'all. See you next time. Bye.